management or supervision, everyone's either been in this position, or you can imagine what the position is like when you're first told that, okay, you were promoted, you got this job, you're now in charge of all of these people. And when you're hired, they tell you, how to do your paperwork. They tell you what your deadlines are. They tell you, what your expectations are. They tell you where the coffee is, but they don't actually tell you, hey, this is how you lead a team. This is how you develop a team. This is how you inspire a team. This is how you motivate people to give their A game every single day when they're at work. And they just kind of leave that up to you to figure out for yourself, which is a horrifying, terrible experience. And most people are too scared to go and ask, well, how do I motivate people? How do I lead people? Because, in their head, they're playing this scenario where I go up to my boss and say, hey, how do I motivate, person A to do their job up to my expectations? And the boss goes, oh, well, you don't know how to lead? Well, you're clearly in the wrong position, so I'm going to take that away from you. Which is not like an irrational fear, because I've definitely had it multiple times, so I assume it's irrational. I like to think that other people have had it too. But they don't want to ask because they don't want to admit that they don't know how to do it. When in reality, if you have that conversation with anyone else, your supervisor even, you could probably walk up to them and say, hey, how do I lead? Or how do I motivate this person? Or how do I, cultivate a good team culture? And they're probably going to look at you and say, fuck, that's a big question. I don't know. Like, I hired you because I thought you could do it. I assumed you knew. Because really, leadership, a lot of companies view it as you either have it or you don't. Like, you were kind of born with it or else you're born without it. And so they identify people who they see leadership attributes in, and they say, hey, that's who we want in this leadership position, without realizing that leadership's not something you're born with, it's something that's developed. So the purpose of what I'm doing here is to give people who are interested the information that I think makes a good leader, as well as the information that, years and years of research around the globe have shown create good leaders. This is because I know what a terrible experience it is to try to be a leader with no kind of guideline or no previous experience. And I've also seen how terribly things can work out when you have people who are in higher up positions, who have a lot of power, and they don't know how to lead to save their lives. And then, everyone below them has to deal with all the consequences. And it's a terrible experience, and I don't want people to have to go through that because I already did, and it's not fun. So I'm starting my own consulting company where I can teach people how to lead, how to display these qualities that make other people want to follow them. If you are watching this and you have questions, if you have hypotheticals you want to throw out, if you have things that you'd like me to talk about, because I plan on talking about quite a few things, feel free to let me know, because I'm more than happy to help out whenever possible. If this is something that you are interested in, please check in on my stuff. I'll try to post every day, and we're going to learn about Leadership 101.